We are once again looking at a new month, and for our reading today, we're going to be doing November 7th, 7-11, and it will go until 11/13. Alrighty? Okay, let's see what we got happening. A little simple. One more, and we're good to go. So, final one. Here we go, babies. First card down. Okay, 5 of crystals. And then things start working. Okay, now, part of what I'm looking at is things that are maybe a little political. So I think those of us that have been consulting the posters, etc., yada, 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 I've got a card here that says some of the information that we've been getting is misleading, okay? If this was a single person, I'd say they're prone to lying. And so what this looks like, it's a misrepresentation of what the values really are. So push that to the side, and then we're going to start looking and see what's happening afterwards. This little card right here is my 5 of crystals, which does support the idea that not all the information we're getting is correct. So if you're really worried, it might be an illusion, okay? And then what we start getting is little examples of, well, that was good. That one was good too. That was good news over there. So instead of having one giant negative, we have small positives that are adding up. So this is a good thing, right? Also got my little squirrel on there. So it looks to me like maybe the stock market starts to settle down a little bit. Okay. Wow. Now, I don't know how all of you guys feel about this, but this looks to me like the efforts of women, especially mature women, are going to be coming into play this coming week, all right? Now, what do you think that means? It's probably there's a lot more women that have registered to vote. So we're going to keep an eye open to see what happens, because here's a lady who's spinning straw into gold, right? And there might be some old men that are sort of surprised by the results of that, okay? This is pretty interesting, and it's kind of a wheel of karma. So behaviors that have been enforced or pushed onto other people are going to be coming full circle, and those of you that have suffered at the hands of others will get to see their comeuppance, okay? So just know that looks like an opportunity there, okay? And then the coming card after that is my 4 of Wands, and this is about like spiritual foundation. This is things happening for the right reason. So I might hold out judgment to wait and see if this card plays out as nicely as it looks like it. Because this is people assuming their own power. So people are voting for what is in their hearts. They're not just waiting for somebody to vote and take care of them. They're going to be doing it too. All right? So this is a great card for that. Once again, here's the power of women. Intelligent women making a difference, whether they are voting or being voted for. And this is actually, there's an uprising of maybe even elderly people. So maybe they don't like the idea that somebody wants to take away their Social Security. Okay. So they make their voices known. So that's pretty interesting too. Now, what I want to look at here is the last 3 cards of the spread are major arcana cards. So the things we've been doing have been making a difference, and now we're being guided and led. The universe is helping us move in a certain direction. And this is to be taking a philosophical attitude toward things. It's like not just about what your emotions are, but philosophically what makes sense, what's moral, what's right. And this card is a representation of that on a major level. This card says, we've been patient long enough, okay? And we are now gathering all of our strengths together to make our next move. And the next move leads to the Sun card, which is a happiness card and positive outcome. Okay, so we might have to wade through some of the muck in order to get to this card, but it does appear to be the outcome card, right? So vote your heart, vote what you think is right, and then hold on to your britches because it looks like we've got a positive outcome, right? So let's grab a card from here and a card from here. Let's see if we got any other little surprises that want to pop up. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh yeah. So this is a card of victory. So something that we have been working for is going to be victorious. It's going to be the winner. It's going to be the big yes card. And this is be mindful of the power of women. So if you happen to be 50% of the population, you might want to start flexing your muscle because this looks to me like you are raising little ones to follow in your footsteps to vote what they think is right. Okay. Now, that set aside, we'll be looking forward to our next week, and we'll come back and see if whether any of these things come true or not. That's a good card. Count on the support of friends at this time. You have a nice Three of Worlds, which really to me is like being supported even financially. So if you've got more than enough, you may have a neighbor who has less than enough, and it's like being able to help and support them, and then it'll be reciprocated. Okay, so this is a good card. We're starting that sense of community, sense of family. And this card is, yeah, it's the card of overcoming. So even though people have had difficult times, finances have been tough, maybe expenses are too high, let's help one another because that's what this is. It's like it definitely gets a return, and it's kind of how things used to be, right? So remember that. It's a little bit of being nostalgic and for the good old days, and it can be recreated by you when you want to help somebody and they can return the favor. Okay? So not real fire and brimstone kind of stuff, but it is telling us that we can make a difference, and it's showing us to start making that difference one step at a time. Okay? So think about what this card means for you and vote for happiness and vote for your heart. So we will see you next week, and y'all take good care. Besos a todas. Todos también. Okay?